Hi, welcome into my studio. Something a little bit different on this short video. A couple of artists have asked me about doing simple things in Photoshop, something like changing the background and that type of thing. So you don't have to go out and buy a massive image editing package like Photoshop and spend lots and lots of money on that. Lots, or a few at least. Online image editing programs are free and they're more than capable of doing the basic image editing that we want to do usually as artists, because we're not probably creating standalone web art. What we're doing is just trying out a few different backgrounds, perhaps increasing the contrast, you know, simple things like that. So if you go to pixlr.com, pixlr.com, you'll be met by this page. If you scroll down, you'll have two options: the editor, launch web app, or the Express on the right hand side. I'm going to launch the editor. Just click that button, and then to bring in your image from your computer, open image from computer. That's all you've got to click on there. Now I've already done that, and I've brought in two images ready for you just to save a bit of time. So I've got this one of some deer, and then I've got some clouds as well. So all I simply want to do on this very easy first video is show you how to take out a background such as this. Now, because there's not many color changes in the background, there's not a lot of difference between tones of light and dark, I can use a tool called the Magic Wand tool. So if I just click that, now up in the left hand side here, you've got tolerance. I got it at 21. That was the default level. Tolerance, the higher the number, the more pixels of different tones and colors and things it will pick up. So the less sensitive it is, and the lower the number, you know, the more sensitive. So it'll only pick like the little next neighbor, you know, of color tones. But you know, try those different things out. Try increasing it up a lot, try decreasing it a lot, and see what happens. So I've got it at 21. So I just select an area of the light blue sky, click it, and you can see, or in fact, before I do that, if I just edit and do that, on here you can see this background on this right hand side. We want to make that a level. If I double click the lock, it'll then become a layer. So sorry, layer, not a level. And I'll do the same on this. So it's now background, and I double click it to become a layer. And we need things to be layers so we can put things on top of each other and underneath each other, which is what we're going to do here. I'm going to replace this sky. So okay, I'll go back to that wand, I'll click on there, and you can see it's selected lots of it, but there's bits down here below these marching ants that has not been selected. So if I click shift and hold it down, little plus comes up on the magic wand cursor, and I can go down here, click in there, and you can see it's now almost selected everything. I've got a bit down here on this back end, and now everything is selected pretty much except the marching ant area you can see around the fur of the deer. So to get rid of that background, all I've got to do now is click delete, and it's gone. Simple as that. Now I don't know if you can hear the storm outside, but it's really buffeting, so if you can hear that, sorry about that. So I'm just going to select this sky. Now, rather than drag that onto here, what you've got to do in Pixlr is get to your layer here on the right hand side, hold that down with the left mouse button, and drag that on there, and just drop it anywhere on there. So you can see now the sky is there in place, but because we're working in layers, it's at the front. So if you imagine this like those old Disney type of cartoon cells or drawings they used to do with that see-through plastic, and they'd have a layer at the bottom and another layer on top, and they get show the one through the other. Well, it's similar to that. So we've got the clouds on top. The marching ants are showing us the position of the deer below. So if I go over to the right hand side, grab the clouds, just drop them below the deer, and there's the deer. So that's a nice, quick, easy way of doing that. Now obviously the marching ants you can see around the edge. All I've got to do there is go edit, deselect them, so deselect all, and they're gone. that's a quick, easy way of doing changing of a background. Now remember, when you're doing these backgrounds, the background colors, the sky colors, are influencing the colors on the subject. So I just replaced a very light blue one with, you know, and not a dissimilar but a more dramatic one. So we've still got the blues in there. So the colors in the deer fur are still being influenced by those blues. If I dropped in instead perhaps a very vibrant sunset, everything would have looked a bit wrong. And the reason it would look wrong is those sunset reds and purples that would probably be there would need to influence the fur on the deer as well, and it wouldn't be. So you'd have to then adjust the colors on the deers to make it sit right as we look at it. We'd notice something is wrong, but perhaps we wouldn't know why, and that's the reason. So that's why generally, if you're not very experienced with doing this type of thing and not very experienced with the way colors are going to influence the subject, don't go cutting out a background and replacing it with something completely different in color, in the color hue, because that's going to really not work correctly at all. So I hope you've enjoyed this short Pixlr free image editor video, and I'm going to come back and do some more videos for you real soon. On my tutorial website, that's jasonmorgan.co.uk, I've got lots of full-length videos, some up to 8 or 9 hours long. I've got ebooks on there as well. If you're looking for reference photos, because sometimes it's really hard to get very good, decent, copyright-free reference photos you can paint and draw from, my website www.wildlifeart-online.com has got about 900 or more photographs on there. Or perhaps you'd like to join my art community, where every month I put up new videos, new reference photos, new wildlife line art. So that's patreon.com/wildlifeart. Love to see you on one of those soon, or even here on my YouTube channel.